ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, this episode I really liked because it just shows more and more with Geto's and also Gojo's past. A bit more on Gojo this episode before he became the Gojo that we knew. So, seeing him struggle with a bit with his powers, he still has that arrogance, but a younger, less refined version of Gojo that we have here, more teenager than in the main series. But also makes me think a lot more. How did Geto become the person that we saw in Jujutsu Kaisen 0, the movie? Just how unhinged he was there. How exactly is he still alive to be one of the manipulators in season 1? Because of the way Jujutsu Kaisen 0 ended, so many questions. And I'm also liking this Fushiguro guy, and I have so many questions also about him, but he seems like a really fun character the way he was handling everything. And the girl, I'm liking her, but I'm worried about her. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, at the start, I really like that slow scene with Geto making tea, enjoying his time. And in the background you saw that guy being absorbed by a curse, and the curse was like, let's kiss. And Porto was begging for his life. No, I'll do anything. I'll go be a farmer, give up everything. But no, that's not gonna work out. And then he swaps his stance, saying our strongest fighter, Bear or whatever his name was, is gonna get you guys. And then Gojo just pulls out the flip phone, showing a selfie sent by Gojo after he beat that guy. And yeah, typical Gojo. And I really like how they bicker a lot, Gojo and Geto, but also how much trust they have in each other, especially when things are getting serious. Now, after that, we see the Q organization collapsed. And this is where we can have one big player, the religious groups with Fushiguro, but also bounties, because there's a bounty placed on the girl, and Fushiguro's kind of using that bounty, but also taking his time. He was spending time at the boat races, betting. His luck ain't that good. I kind of feel sorry about that manager guy that has to handle him. But he also has a plan to wear down Gojo. He respects his power and kind of has a reputation, but not the same reputation that we're used to in the main series. We're gonna get to that. Now, the manager guy also asks something curious. How is Megumi? Now, this got me thinking. Is Fushiguro his father, or is he his brother, or what exactly is the connection between them? Because they also look a bit similar, but I don't know exactly where to place them. Even more after his answer was, lol, who is that? I'm not sure. I'm leaning a bit more towards father, kind of like an absentee father, but wouldn't surprise me if he's his brother. We're gonna see about that later on. Now, also we have Gojo and Geto trying to take care of the girl, and they're like, do we take her to a doctor? And now I realized after that, I looked it up a bit, who is Shoko, and Shoko is the doctor that pronounced Yuji dead in season 1. So yeah, she seems like a very different person in her younger days, and I really like the relationship between her and Gojo and Geto. Every time she was trying to speak something medical, they're tuning out. Didn't understand anything she was saying. Now, this is where we have the girl. She was really awesome. She wakes up with Gojo holding her in his arms. Pretty much every girl dreams of that, and she got it very easily. But she instantly slaps him, goes into fighting mode. I really like her energy, her personality. Riko is very awesome, and she seems like she plays into the comedy, so to say, because after that they start twisting her, spinning her in a comedic way a bit. But thanks to Kuroi, the maid, she explains their allies. Kuroi, the maid, is also really cool. I need a maid like that in my life. Now, Riko, apparently, like I said last episode, I was curious, how is she handling this absorption thing? I think I'm missing something. She's way too okay with it, saying, is she delusional a bit? Or when she said, I'm gonna become Tengen and Tengen is gonna become me, so I'm gonna live forever. But is there any truth to that, or does she just have this high energetic idea, or is she dying somehow and this is her only way to kind of survive in a way? I don't know why she's so okay with something like this, or I'm still really curious about the process, so I haven't made up my mind. I'm not okay with this process, sacrificing somebody, even though Tengen is one of the most important things in the Jujutsu world, for the battles, for everything. Just to sacrifice a human, I don't know, even more. I'm liking Riko more and more. I don't want her to be sacrificed. So we're gonna see about that, how is going to go, because she also wants to have a bit of last moments, so to say, to spend her time, and they want to give it to her, especially the maid. Kuroi really loves her, and even Tengen told both of them, take care of any requests she has. Now Geto was also more understanding than Gojo here. This is why I'm even more curious, how exactly did he turn into that messed up person when you see him here understanding what Riko is going through, giving her time, supporting her. Just way too contrasting personalities that we have with Geto. But before more of that, he senses something wrong and instantly says to Gojo, go to her, 2 of my curses got exorcised. Now Fushiguro, he was still taking his time, eating at the races, wasting time there, and this is where he says he knows that the bounties guys are just there to wear down Gojo, because there's no way anybody's gonna get the girl, with him being somebody in so many centuries that has both 6 eyes and limitless. So he knows about his power, and I think we only know about a parcel today. I don't think the 6 eyes have been fully explained. The limitless, it's at least more explained here in this episode, as explained in the series, a bit in the movie, but we don't have a full grasp on how exactly Gojo's power works, except a lot of things, and even himself towards the end of the episode. We're gonna get to that. Now Fushiguro, we see him this carefree guy, but he's also very intimidating. That guy that bumped into him wanted to start something, but he quickly changed his mind after that. And yeah, I'm liking him, but I'm also really worried about him. Seems to be one of the strong characters, at least by his personality. I don't think he's gonna be able to fight Gojo, but now that I think about it, how the episode ended, I don't think Gojo is yet Gojo, so to say, but we're gonna see what Fushiguro is actually capable of when they come face to face, because right now he's taking his time. But Geto also has a small duel with an old dude that thought he had the advantage in close combat, and Geto just distracts him with that huge worm, which I thought, hey, that guy is dead, he died through a worm. But no, the guy actually had an out-of-body experience, his life flashing before his eyes, seeing his long-lost dog that was the only person that cared about him, and then it cuts to him being beaten. Like, Geto just manhandle him with so many karate chops, punches, kicks there, so Geto can also fight up close. But that guy probably had one of the best deaths in general, life flashing before his eyes. Even he realized that, hey, at least he got a happy moment before he died. And the doggo was cute doggo there. Now this is where we have Gojo takes over the episode. As always, he bursts into that church, choir, or school, wherever those girls were, and yeah, girls lose their minds around Gojo. But Riko's getting embarrassed, like, no, he's not my boyfriend, he's a cousin. But all of them were ready to jump on Gojo, and he leaned into it. He started playing the model, revealing his eyes, and yeah, he's hot. Gojo is really hot. And I like the scenes there, how they put frames around him and all of that, and even the teacher coming in very seriously. Yeah, stop it, I knew it was gonna happen. By the way, it was set up the scene. Girls, relax, it's okay, and just goes to him and hands him her number. But yeah, the teacher knew what she wanted, and she went for it. Now Gojo makes an exit, grabs his suitcase in the form of, of Riko, and just carries her like a suitcase there, and bounty hunters start going after them. Now, this is where it reminded me a bit of Roberta from Black Lagoon. If you haven't watched Black Lagoon, we have this muscle guy with a bag over his head to fight the maid, and the maid knows how to fight. Kuroi really knows how to fight, and my balls, that guy got hit in the balls, and even I felt it there. So yeah, Kuroi is really awesome. Reminded me of Roberta, but it turns out when Geto comes in to subdue the guy, that guy was a clone of sorts. Even I was like, yeah, he just melts away here, and then later on is confirmed to be a clone, not a Shikigami. But this is where we have him with his clones going in to surround Gojo, like, yes, I need this scene, I need it right now. And yeah, this is where Gojo goes wild, would be an understatement. And I really like his, while he fights, he's overpowered and so on, I really like his personality more, the arrogance, the way he presents himself, and even more in his younger days. He's not as refined as we know him in the main series, and they couldn't touch him. Of course, with the Limitless, everything that comes close to him just slows down more and more, infinity, and it's never able to touch him. So he was pretty easily gonna win that fight, taking care of the clones there, even explaining how that guy's power works thanks to his eyes, which again, we don't know fully how the 6 eyes works, which are we gonna find out right now that is the past, or maybe we're gonna find out when we go back to the present here. But this is where he breaks the fourth wall, or no, not the fourth wall, he breaks the wall there of the building, and he's like, there's more to the power. I can repel things, but he just breaks the wall and teleports to that guy instantly, like, God is here and you can't do anything. And of course, with his trusty suitcase in the form of Riko, she didn't know what was happening around her. I was laughing so much and I just couldn't blink how awesome that scene was. And that guy, yeah, that guy's gonna get obliterated. And I'm like, Gojo starts using red, the one that we saw back in season 1 in his first fight. What was that curse's name? I forgot, the volcano head guy. Remind me in the comments below, and like and subscribe. And he's about to use red to obliterate that guy. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. That guy is dead, but he failed. And I'm like, okay, things are getting interesting. He couldn't use red, so Gojo's powers aren't fully developed here in his younger days, and I'm really excited to see how he delves more into his powers here. He's not fully in control of them, and also with the way the episode ended, things are gonna get a lot more interesting, because Kuroi the maid was kidnapped, and you know Riko is not gonna leave her behind, because they're like family, and how Tengen said it, fulfill all of her requests. Even if Gojo or Geto could say, hey, just leave her to die, they wouldn't, even if they would do that just for conversation's sake, Riko's never gonna accept that. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how Gojo learns more about his powers, his relationship with Geto, and it seems the animation, the quality is all here. But also, as you guys know, how, like I said in the last video, there's some 3 episodes that are gonna be recaps, no, 2 recaps and 1 break a week, so like 3 weeks. The schedule is pretty tight, what's happening right now with Jujutsu Kaisen, and that's why I said I was worried last video. But overall, I'm having so much fun with the series. Gojo's here, Geto's here, and I have so many questions and excitement to go into the next episode. So as always, let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought about the episode, what you feel so far with the premiere of season 2, if you are a manga reader, how is the adaptation so far, and what do you think about Riko and how she thinks about this absorption thing. Let me know down in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Jujutsu Kaisen, make sure to check out the podcast, because anime. I'm gonna see you again in the next one. Bye bye.